Figured this ship would have departed by now. You know how Sentinels are. Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators.
On your toes.
Prudence dictates we run.
Get the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Figured this ship would have departed by now. You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators.
On your toes.
Gloria, Arcadia, never to be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. The sovereign provides, the system abides.
Back again. Thought we were done for now.
Always watchful. There's scrutiny. All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections.
Get the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Break as many fingers as... Wait.
We're not protect.
Esculape? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? That wasn't meant to be pointed. I'm sure it wasn't easy getting this far.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths.
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then the Consul Sentinel arrived to conduct a preliminary interrogation. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me. The cipher, right. I managed to memorize it before I was nabbed. 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster. Kind of you to offer, but...
If you're too hurt...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces. Spoken like someone with the true hatred of the Protect. I'm no martyr. If there was, I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed...
I have my doubts. Even if she managed...
What do you propose?
Not blowing yourself up?
You know how... Please.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance.
The others paid with their blood to protect the cause. How can I be unwilling to do the same? All right. I'm going to trust you on this, if only because I don't feel my head screwed on quite right at the moment. No point in remaining here then, is there? I'll need... If you can't manage it through nimble fingers, one of the guards nearby should have a key card on them. Talk about prepared. Quickly... Well done. I can manage from here. Tell Zeb I'll rendezvous with him later. Once I've identified his one last request. Don't damage the transport. A lone escapee is already insult, but a sentinel killed, her transport destroyed? Anyway.
I know what Audra said, but... what if she's wrong? I can't help thinking we shouldn't leave without bloodying the Protectorate's nose first. I could still go through with our plan from before. Sabotage the transport, make it look like an accident. I'm torn. On the one hand, Audra might be right. But when else are we gonna have a chance to take out one of the Consul's lackeys and a Protectorate vessel in one go? Thank you, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take me too long. Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust. Let's get back to Zeb. He still needs a cipher, and he'll want to hear about...
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
You've returned, but... hold a moment. What in the blazes was that? What of my team? That wasn't the vessel sent for them, was it? Tell me they were not on board.
A sentinel worked them over bad. Only Audra was still alive when we got there, and she was ready to blow herself up to take out that ship. Luck.
Damn the Protectorate. At least you were able to get through to Audra, and still find a way to avenge our fallen. And what of the cipher?
Don't worry, Commander. The cipher is 025.
Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so surly. I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend and ally. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best.
Got time for a debrief, Commander? Feels good, don't it? Helping folks like Zeb and Audra hit back against the Protectorate. Almost like being back with the Earth Directorate. Yeah. Guess I am. First time in a long time I felt something kin. It's easy to focus on all that's going wrong, but wins ought to be celebrated too. On Triangular might have suggested going for drinks somewhere they don't come with fuel, but here, I think we'll have to settle for patting each other on the back. I'll bank on sooner rather than later. Stolen intelligence spoils quickly. He'll probably want to act on whatever it is his friends gathered from the Vok. Thanks again for going out of your way to help Zeb. Now I can focus on hunting down the Vrees without feeling like I've got a rabid sprat in my back pocket.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzos.
I've been bartering with defectors. Traded one Borst rocket for... Let me know when you needed a stretch.
What is it? I'm a little busy, and most of my underlings are out with uranium poisoning. The Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station, but I'm responsible for their quality. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. I'd say it's Garen. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right.
First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
What have you done? This uranium now spews from the hangar more thickly than ever. The damage must have been more advanced than we thought. I knew I should have pushed the repairs earlier. Sure, a few may have died, but the mission might still have been salvaged. This is my fault. The blame lies squarely on my shoulders. I gambled on an outsider rather than trusting my own resources, and now the price is paid. With this failure, I have likely doomed this entire island to the tender mercies of our... No more will our stalwart subjects reap the bounty of this land. No more will the pleasant wine of servos accompany our mechanical servants in their noble servitude. Instead, this island will be trampled by the boots of our enemies. Its resources stripped bare, leaving nothing of the beauty we've cultivated over long years. As our stewardship is cast aside like so much detritus, harmony will be lost, and chaos will reign. Praise will give way to slogans, duty to greed, honor to contractual obligation. Freaks and worse will despoil that which is left behind, while bureaucrats will use this once proud land as a springboard for their superficial and petty ambitions. And with the island's fall, I may have dealt a crippling blow to the Protectorate itself. Our foes will use this, eating their way deeper into Eden like ravenous maggots. And it will all be my fault. I'll be remembered, if any of us is, as the one who lost it all. Yes, I suppose I have. Now, please.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzos.
I've been bartering with defectors. Traded one Borst rocket for a whole tin of prestige Borst loaf. Straight up.
And?
I got a raw deal. Did you know those slackwits don't even fry their meat products? It's like eating a soggy dish sponge. Wouldn't feed that crud to a stray Kanan.
Take the pressure off with Auntie Fizzos. Bottled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that.
Nature made apples, but Auntie Fizzos made them better with Auntie Cleo's patented mock apple cider.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse? And here I was given to believe you invaders were soft on crime. But do not think we will merely lie down and accept our fate. Wait, I hear footsteps. Duplicitous cur. You didn't come alone, did you?
Is this a secret cellar? And hidden in plain sight, damn near. Guess the greenhouse thefts had a more worldly explanation after all. Well, if they're only flesh and bone protectorate, bullets should do nicely then.
Let no witnesses escape. Kill them both!
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. A small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish. She was. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. But I digress. Thanks for your help. And for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember her now.
Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile, friend. There's more menial jobs where that came from. Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile, friend. There's more menial jobs where that came from.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. Doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. Or a full half dozen. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. Every kind of plant we've got was made to thrive in it, but the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's a door. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Research mostly, some wholesale, and as the base for some small batch, highly exclusive, limited edition retail runs. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better. And my contract says I get 0.0003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much time left to do it in, so you can show yourself.
You know, I'm really starting to feel hopeful about settling here in Fairfield.
Why settle when you can thrive?
Sure. How do I do that?
I'm not really sure. It's just a slogan I hear on the wireless a lot. Why settle when you can thrive? Just say it. It feels right. Mind your own business interests.
May the sovereign... have a profitable day!
Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie
You know,
knows best.
I can't recall seeing any of these protectorate types ever run a scam on each other.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
Minister, I'm telling you I can do more. I've been proving myself to you time and again, haven't I? All I'm asking is a mite of trust. Let me fix my arm, and I'll...
Calm down. You know the risks you enhanced troopers present. My utilizing you at all was a kindness on your behalf.
I'll calm down when you stop braying your little excuses. How about that?
My, such aggression. You scarcely need add hostility to your list of inadequacies, hmm? Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know how many forms I've had to fill out on your behalf?
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. And you got the audacity to complain about paperwork? If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
What? I have done nothing to deserve such Bob. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martini. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision, most assuredly. Now, if you're quite finished urging others to assault my headwear, let's move on. I can tell you are a person of action, and I need the aid of such a person in Westport. Perhaps you may be willing to work with me? Though, of course, I would care to hear what you wish of Paradise Island first. Best to help another while helping oneself. Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for us. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Though I should warn you that if you choose to do so, Commander Carr shall not be pleased and will likely refuse to work with you herself. Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of Protectorate Yaysayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion. Verily, on to business. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry, the choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. That is a shame. I hope you change your mind.
Just heard tell some of my troops stormed the bridge to the Vox Relay. Auntie may be displeased, but the results speak for themselves. Such a shame the troops won't be receiving any promotions for their daring. Torres doesn't take much of anything lying down. If he's got what it takes, other opportunities shall arise. If he don't, then I've no further use. Important part is the bridge is in our grasp. I'm planning to keep it that way. I had intended for you to sabotage the automech repair facility, but I got a report that someone already did so. Inexplicable, but hardly unwanted. Why not keep up the momentum? Can still help one another by getting you to the Vox. Your entryway shall be by way of the bridge. There's an alternate path, but it's uranium clouded. I'll order my troops at the FOB to aid you, and you can punch through together. From there, your target's the Skycutter Tower. Seems it was recently reactivated, and by our engineers' metrics, might be useful in overloading the Vox's defenses. Wouldn't trust the Protectorate's over-engineered perfection to cook a spratwurst. Give me the no-frills, disposable quality of Auntie's choice any day. If by some miracle your contraption doesn't turn you inside out, it'd give you a much quieter route to the Vox. Much as I'd like the bridge's clearing. Once you pass to the northern end of the island and enter the Skycutter, you'll need to find the tower's power routing controls. Mayhaps you can wreak some chaos at the Vox. Step light, though. There's no Protectorate gallivanting near the tower, which, like as any, means something bloodthirsty lurks within. Stay intact.
Pardon me for being preoccupied. I've got Westport on my mind. All those prodigal, sad, sorry refugees. All that wasted potential. An opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye? To find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. And if Trooper Sealong is still alive, do send her back here to debrief. She's still contracted to us, after all. You understand the plight of Westport. Those refugees need a beacon to light their path back to Auntie's Excellent. Here's the kit. advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of Purple Berry Crunch, everything you need to wage war on the Unders. That I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart, and his subjects will trot in file behind him woolly cow-like. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, for a task so involved, shall the reward be worthwhile? Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, Gentle Person's Oxonian. Of course, I'll be happy to pay you as well, but I was under the impression that good looks were priceless. Then consider yourself officially deputized in the war to further it. Be forewarned. I can only...